Good morning, student. Today is Tuesday, 14th July 2020. You are welcome in the class physics, class 9th O level. Today we are going to learn about critical angle and total internal reflection. It is very important topic, so please be attentive and concentrate to your lesson. You can see the figure on the whiteboard. Here you have observed many times in your life in fancy ponds, fountains, that some light is seenable on the surface of the water. On the bottom of fountain and the ponds, some fancy lights, colorful lights are installed, and when these lights are put on, beautiful color are seenable on the surface of light, surface of water of pond or fountain. Now, this area, this area represent the water, and this line is the surface of water. This light ray, this line represent the light that strike at that point with the surface of the water, and it goes out in this direction. Normally, the light have to go straight. This dotted lines represent that it is a possible direction. But everybody of you know that water is a denser medium, air is less denser medium as compared to the water, or rarer medium. Water is denser medium, air, the less denser medium, is called in our language, physics language, in physics term, we call it rarer medium. When the light rays come from the denser medium and after refracting, it enters the rarer medium or the less denser medium. In spite of going straight, its little bends away from the normal. It moves away from normal in this direction. Now, let's suppose that this angle I, if we increase the angle of incidence in a denser medium, in a result, angle of refraction will also be increased. If we keep on increasing the angle of incidence in a denser medium, the angle of refraction will also will increase. Are you understanding? That if we keep on increasing the angle of incidence in a denser medium, in a result, the corresponding angle of refraction in a less denser medium, in a rarer medium, the value of angle of R or angle of refraction will also be increased for a certain particular value of angle of incidence. Again, listen very carefully. For a particular or for a specific value of angle of incidence in a denser medium, the angle of refraction in a less denser medium will become 90 angle. It means if we remove these two, now for a particular value of angle of incidence, this angle in a less denser R will become 90 degree. Now the angle of incidence will be called a critical angle. Okay? In a denser medium, for a particular value of angle of incidence, for which the corresponding angle of refraction in a less denser medium it become 90, then this angle of incidence in a denser medium will be called a critical angle. When it will happen, while angle of refraction is 90 in a less denser medium or in a rarer. Now, the total internal reflection. If we increase angle of incidence, if we increase the angle of incidence greater than the critical angle of incidence in the denser medium is little greater than that of value of critical angle. Result will be that light ray will suffer no more refraction but a reflection. The light ray will suffer no more refraction but a reflection. Such a reflection is called total internal reflection. Again, listen please, very important thing it is that if we increase the value of angle of incidence in a denser medium, what will be the result? The result will be this, that light rays will suffer no more refraction but total internal reflection. Such an reflection is called total internal reflection. So these two things are very important, and there are few conditions. Sometimes the question comes, what are the conditions? The first of all, the conditions for total internal reflection. The light ray must travel from denser medium to rarer medium. The light ray must travel from denser medium to less denser medium. And the second thing, the angle of incidence must be greater than the critical angle. Different material have the different critical angle. For the glass, it is 42. And for the water, for the glass, the value of critical angle is 42. And for the, this is for water. And for glass, it is, this value is for glass. And for water, the value of critical angle is 48. Different material. In book it is written, the chart is given here. You can see the chart. For different material, angle of critical angle value have the different. So I wrote only the two, that for glass it is 42 and for water it is 48. Now we'll see that about the refractive index. In this case, how we can find the refractive index. So please, how we can determine the value of critical angle in a denser medium. Everybody of you know that while the rays travel from denser medium to less denser medium, the refractive index is equal to sine angle R over sine angle I. We know that for a critical angle, the angle of refraction is 90 degree, and angle of incidence we call it angle C. C stand for the critical angle. So while we put the values in this formula, we can write it sine 90 divided by the ratio sine angle C. Sine angle 90 is 1. So while we put the value of sine angle 90, it becomes 1 and will remain at it is. And we want to find the value of a critical angle. So this sign will shift on the right hand and it will become sine inverse. So sine inverse bracket sine 90 is 1 and refractive index n. You know that whatever the material is there, refractive index of glass is 1.5, and likewise this other thing, while we will ask you, we will give you the value of refractive index of that material whose critical angle will be asked you to find. So two things. One thing that very important, refractive index. In this formula, only the refractive index can help us to find out the critical angle. So in this way, if you see this one, this equation, refractive index can also be find by this formula, that 1 over sine angle C, mean that we can find the refractive index if we know the critical angle of a material like water, glass, diamond, kerosene oil. So boys, today we have learned the four things. First, the total internal reflection. Then we learned about the critical angle. Then we learned about the condition. There are two conditions. That condition for the total internal reflection, we learned about the two conditions. First, that the light must travel from denser medium to the rare medium, and second, that the angle I must be greater than that of critical angle. And fourth, we learned about how to determine the value of critical angle. So this whole mathematical calculation helps us how we can find the critical angle, or if we know the critical angle, how we can find the refractive index. Thank you and God bless you. Sorry today lecture become little longer as before. So thank you. God bless you. Have a nice day. Hopefully tomorrow we will see each other again. God bless you.